Hello, Eli here, back for a collection update video, and yes, I am fucking cold right now. Yeah, I got some cool shit. I got some stuff I got in from a trade that I did with a buddy. I have some random shit that I've got like from a thrift store, I think, something like that. And I even have a gift from a viewer, which is fucking incredible. Don't get me wrong, I would never expect anyone to send me anything, but man, I appreciated it so much. Really meant a lot to me. So we'll get started. I'll save the gift part for last because it just made me so happy. From the trade I did with my buddy Jamie, who used to be in a band called Killgasm. That's when we first started talking years back in the MySpace days, actually. Right now, he's in a couple bands. He's in Decay. He's from California, by the way, so all his bands are California-based. Decay, another band called Denunciation. And so what I got from him in the trade, he threw this was a freebie he threw in, one of his buddy's bands. I haven't listened to it yet. It's called Thrive and Decay. So I haven't heard it yet. I know it's death metal. I know that much. I'll try to leave a link. Maybe you guys can go check it out. Came out on Buried in Hell Records. And yeah, so it looks like some sort of sci-fi themed death metal, I guess you'd say. Stoked to check that out. And so this is his kind of newer, I guess you'd say, death metal band called Denunciation. Album is called Garbage Burial. And if you want to pause that cover art and kind of look around, you might figure out what it's referencing. This came out on a Bizarre Leprous production, which is a label out of Czech Republic. I know they put out like tons of gore grind and stuff like that. So yeah, there you are. I haven't listened to this yet either, but I'm stoked. They are actually, since the release, this came out last year, but since this came out, they've actually gotten signed to Maggot Stomp, so that's cool. And I've also got in copies, one of these is for me, but then there's some extra copies for my distro of the 2019 split between his band Decay and the Mighty Goat Penis out of Brazil. So I got quite a few copies here if you guys want one. I have them listed in my store for $9. But if you are one of my viewers and you would like to order one, I'll give it to you for $7, which is far cheaper than anything on Discogs. So I'll pull this out and show it to you. Fucking really good cover art, by the way. I mean, check out that cover art, if you even can. I mean, it's just so good. There's so much going on there. The split, by the way, is called Blood Pact and Cataclysmic Warfare. Came out on Nuclear War Now last year, if I didn't say that. Yeah. Black vinyl. Sorry, I know it's not real clear. Just the other side. Very cool. Reminds me of Predator. I don't know if it's supposed to, but how could it not remind you of that? Yeah, so I had some extra stickers, so the first 2 people that order it will get a Decay sticker with it. And then after that, I don't have any. He also gave me some Denunciation stickers. This is awesome. The mighty Larry David there, Urge to Stab. Very cool. He also threw in this cool newsletter number 19 head split. I haven't read it yet, but I'll definitely check that out. And then I also got for myself the Decay full length from last year from Jerkar Productions, Abortion of Humanity. Some crazy artwork as well there. And Jamie right there. The other 2 dudes of the band. Really nice guy. I mean, like I said, I've been in contact with him for years, like since the old MySpace days. Got a really nice thick printed inner there. Wish I had extra copies of this for my distro, but I just don't. Just got the one for myself. Selfish bastard. Very cool custom center rings there. Alright, so yeah, that's all the stuff I got from Jamie. And so, a couple thrift store scores. This is probably a little less exciting, but hey, I like showing and talking and all that shit. Men at Work, Cargo cassette. I don't listen to a lot of pop, but I have a soft spot for Men at Work. Not really sure why, I just do. This is their second album. What was it, like 1980, I think? 82, the year I was born. Got this Reverend Horton Heat. It's Martini time. I've always wanted to get some stuff from Reverend Horton Heat for a long time now. So this is the first thing I've owned from them. And yeah, I love it. I've already listened to it once and it rules. Reverend Horton Heat, rockabilly, psychobilly band, whatever you want to call them. They're just fucking great at what they do. And I just got the urge to re-buy this album here. Had it years ago and always really liked it, but when I purged a bunch of stuff out of my collection like 10 years ago, this is one of the things I purged, and I've listened to it like 5 times already since I've gotten it back, and I'm glad to have it back. I'm not a big fan of the band necessarily, but I think this album is pretty amazing. Angel Dust by Faith No More. Like I said, I don't really care that much for anything else that they've done, but this album is just like an atmospheric, weird album. I don't know, I love it. Glad to have it back. Picked up another album of theirs that I used to have as well, and I remember liking it okay. And after listening to it, after rebuying it, I'm just kind of like, I'm still I'm way more lukewarm on it now, even than I ever was. That's King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. This album followed Angel Dust, and it's just so inferior sounding to me. I mean, I may never listen to this again. I don't think it's that great. I don't think I need any more Faith No More in my collection. I think Angel Dust is kind of it. Got a couple of VHS movies. I'd never seen this, but I vaguely remember when it came out. Got The 13th Floor. Seemed like it might be an okay sci-fi movie to watch, so yeah, grabbed that. And of course the classic Bram Stoker's Dracula. Had this on VHS back when I was a kid living at home, so cool to have that back. I don't even have it on DVD these days anyways. One of my all-time favorite movies. This part was a big part of my childhood. This movie was a big part of my childhood. Love it to this day, I as much as I ever did. Planes, Trains, Automobiles, all-time fucking classic movie. I don't typically buy comedies and stuff like that for my collection these days, but I mean this one, it's a very important movie to me, so it's pretty much mandatory for my collection. And I'm whipping through this pretty quick. We're down to the last item, and okay, so I have a viewer whose name is Dave. He also orders from my distro every now and then, and he's just a really sweet guy. I appreciate him so much. It's people like Dave that truly, make this world a better place. And he sent me we were talking through email one day, and he's a big fan of the band Obsequiae, and I told him that I'd actually never heard them. I've been aware of them for years, but just haven't ever, taken the plunge. So he sent me a copy of their second album. What's it called again? Aria of Vernal Tombs. Doubt I said most of those words correctly, but yeah, $20 spin. Put this out, and man, what a beautiful layout. The embossed, foil embossed letters there, and now I hate to say it, I've had this for a couple weeks, and I still haven't listened to it. So I'm sorry, Dave. I think I'll try to get to it tonight. God damn it. Because believe me, I appreciated this so much. And why it's taken me so long to listen, I don't know. Got a nice printed inner sleeve there. Dave, I promise you, I will listen to this tonight, and I'll send you an email. I feel like a dick, talking about how much I appreciate it, and then I've had this for 2 weeks or whatever and haven't listened. So yes, gonna listen to it tonight. I have time. I'm going to throw it on the turntable and just fucking zone out and listen to it. He wrote me a very nice note, which I'm keeping. I'm putting it in with the record and inside the sleeve, and I'm I'm keeping that just to show, you know, how much, like I said, it meant to me. So, anyways, that's all I got. Yeah, I'm done. Let's talk about this stuff. Like I said, if you want a copy of the Decay goat penis split, like I said, if you send me an email and you mention that you are a viewer of my channel, I'll sell it to you for $7. Like I said, it's listed in my distro for $9. It's going on Discogs for, I think, no lower than $10, if I remember from the last time I looked. So $7 is, you know, as cheap as it gets for a 7-inch vinyl. So I mean, I'm not trying to make a lot of money off those, just trying to, you know, get them out there. And I appreciate all you guys, so you know, I'd be happy to give you a deal. Yeah, that's all I got. So let's talk about stuff. As always, you know, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching my shit, and we will talk soon. Cheers.